did. Let me put you on game. Let me give you the rundown. When you deal with that breakup, you are no longer that person. When you deal with that fear, you are no longer that person. When you see a certain circumstance, you are no longer that person. What I'm telling you is this. You get into relationships because of who you used to be. The moment that the breakup happened is because you're not that person no more. You got all the information that you need to reset yourself. When you start dealing with your fears or whatever the case may be, it's because now the version of you that was scared didn't have to deal with nothing. The version of you that got all the wisdom that it needs to be able to face everything, now you start dealing with all your fears. If you're dealing with things that you don't want to deal with, it's because you're the person that can deal with it, but you don't know it. But you have to start from the bottom up when it comes to that. So if you're facing your fears, you got to start from the bottom up of dealing with the fear emotion. And as you go on with the fear, it begins to die down and the wisdom begins to kick in, because that's who you really are. You already dealt with the circumstances that was going to give you the wisdom to face the fear. That's why you only facing it now. It's because you can handle it now. The thing that got you in your feelings now is because you can handle it now. You just now have to expose the feelings first. You got to expose your feelings, get it all out there. And then as you go, it begins to minimize. It begins to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And then the wisdom starts to replace it. You understand? The emotion get exposed, the wisdom take its place. The emotion get exposed, the wisdom take its place. And when you have more wisdom than you have hurt, then you see the identity shift. Because all of this is about identity and how you see yourself. But the easiest alley hoop that you can get from life is the exposure of your emotions, so the wisdom can take care of it. Because once it's exposed, ain't nothing you can do anyway but deal with it. That's all it is. Your identity has shifted. Love.